Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to Financial Impulse, and today we are going to have another live stream and I hope my audio is clear. Just give me a second to confirm. Okay. Hello everyone and welcome back to Financial. Okay, yeah, looks good. All right, so let's start. So this is Nifty 50, okay, and we are going to do the live analysis. Okay, so currently Nifty 50 is actually facing resistance at this point, okay, and we can clearly see that after going strongly to this region, it is giving to back-to-back red candles. Okay, this clearly shows that it is getting weak. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to go deep inside and see what the status is. Okay, so I will go to 15 minutes time frame. Okay, yeah, you can see, so I have drawn this trend line. Okay, so Nifty was going up strongly, okay, and it was continuously taking support of this trend line. Okay, as you can see, and here also it was taking support, but it was not able to make any new high. Okay, it was staying below this line, okay, upper line, which was clearly indicating that it is getting weaker. And I have drawn this trend line. The break of this trend line will indicate the start of a downtrend, okay, in short time frame, that is 15 minutes. Okay, so now we are getting to see that in 15 minutes time frame it has already broken down. Okay, and the next candle is a doji. The market is still live. So should you enter in a short trade right now? Well, the answer is no, you have to wait for confirmation. Okay, so Nifty has to come to this place and then it should make this support as its resistance. Okay, it should make this as resistance, and when it starts going down from here, then you can make an entry. You can also take the help of a moving average like 30 period moving average. Okay, so moving average is currently here. So the moving average will start acting as resistance. Currently it is passing through the candlesticks. Okay, you can see it was passing through the candlesticks here, but here it is acting as a support. Okay, throughout this time when it was in strong uptrend, and when it will start acting as resistance, then you will know that the downtrend has started, and accordingly you can place your short trades. And I can see that the candle, you can see this doji has turned into a slightly bigger red candle. Okay, if I go to daily time frame, let's see how much it is. So minus 0.15%. so it was minus 0.03%. now it has become minus 0.15%. so this clearly is telling us that in short time frame it is getting weaker. Okay, and also you can use the fib retracement tool that I have shown multiple times in all my videos. Okay, so let's say I will use it here. I will give you a demo. So this is the, okay, this one I will take as high and this one I will take as low. Okay, you can see once the price stays below this 50, okay, stays below this 0.5 line, okay, this will clearly indicate that the trend has already become weak and it will start going down. Okay, so that is how it works, and you can keep your target as this one. Okay, you can keep your target as this gap. Okay, so Nifty might come down to close this gap, so you can keep your target as this one. Enter here, okay, and here to here, this will be your trading region. Okay, you have to go to 5 minutes time frame and initiate trades accordingly. Okay, so let me give you a look at the 5 minutes time frame as well. Yeah, you can see, you can clearly see that it is getting weaker and weaker, and after the break of this trend line, okay, see how nicely till the last moment also this trend line was acting as support. Okay, and once it has broken below this trend line, you can see that the candlesticks are going strongly in the downside. Okay, and it is getting bigger and bigger, multiple back to back red candles, right? So this is a clear indication of beginning of downtrend. Okay, so that is about Nifty. Okay, so it was, you can see it was 0.3 0.15%, minus 0.15% at that time, and now it has become minus 0.19%. So obviously it is getting bigger and bigger, the downside, right? So only look for short trades. This will be the key takeaway for Nifty 50 analysis. Do not initiate any long trade right now, okay? And if you are an intraday trader, definitely a short trade only. If you are holding it for holding the options for maybe 1-2 days or maybe a week or 2 weeks, then you can just wait for it to consolidation, because obviously this is a consolidation. Nifty is in strong uptrend in higher time frame like daily and weekly. So when the consolidation is over, you can enter in the long trades, okay? So that's all about Nifty, and let's see where the candlestick goes for the next few minutes. Okay, let's go to Bank Nifty now. So we are getting to see almost a similar pattern in Bank Nifty as well. Okay, we are getting to see a similar pattern here, Bank Nifty, right? The candles are getting smaller and smaller, and here there is a big doji, which is clearly indicating that the market has become directionless for some time at that point. And if I go to 30 minutes time frame or maybe the 15 minutes time frame, I can clearly see that the trend is getting weak, okay, in short time frame. We cannot say that for long time frame, okay, higher time frame, okay. Yes, you can see that the trend is getting weak. It tried to go up, then again came down, tried to go up, again came down, and again it could not even reach this place, okay, where it touched here. It could not even reach there. It finally came down, okay. So this clearly indicates the beginning, the beginning of weakness, and that also the Bank Nifty might also show the same behavior like Nifty. It will come here, it will make this support. If I draw this line as support, it will make this support as resistance, and it will hit here, okay, and you can keep this as your target level somewhere here, okay. So that is all about Bank Nifty. So for now we just have to wait for the candlestick to confirm itself that it's a downtrend. We just have to wait. We do not have to initiate trades in a hurry, because market can go like this for a long time, okay. You should always wait for confirmation, right? So that was all about Nifty and Bank Nifty. Now let's wait for a while to see what the price action is doing next. In the meanwhile, I will do the analysis of some stocks which I feel are important, okay. So let's start with Astral, okay. So here this is an interesting stock, and first of all let me give you a long time frame view, okay. Let me delete this all things, okay. Let's go to monthly first, okay, and I will remove all the drawings, okay. So I have removed all the drawings, and you can see that Astral is actually a very good growth stock. It was listed here, okay, somewhere around 2007 at the price of around 4 rupees maybe, and now it is at 1871. So this is a huge, massive gain, okay, massive gain throughout this period. If I try to measure, let's see how much return that is. 48,000 return, okay, in 5,900 days. So you can divide the days in by 365, you will get the number of years, okay. And roughly we can say from 2007 to 2023 will be maybe 16 years around, okay, somewhere around 16 years. It has given 48,000% return. So it is obviously a big growth, okay, a very big growth, and the investors have become very rich by now, that's for sure, okay. So when we focus on this higher time frame, we can see that it had its period of consolidation and growth as well, okay. So let's enable 50 period moving average, and this is monthly time frame, so 50 months moving average. You can see that Astral was consolidating for a long time, from mid 2014 to end of 2017, okay. So this is more than 2 years it was consolidating, okay. After that it broke out, and then it started rallying again, it consolidated, and now it has been using the 50 period moving average as its support, and again it kept going up, and now I can clearly see a breakout. So this is going to continue rising upwards, okay. This is the beginning of a fresh uptrend, because it has recently come near its 50 months moving average, as you can see here. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go to the weekly time frame. We'll go to the weekly time frame. Okay, and if I draw a trend line here like this, because this was acting as resistance earlier, you can see after the price accelerated to this point, we can see this big red candle which pulled the candlesticks down. Okay, and it became weak, and after it gave a breakout from this level, you can see back to back green candles continuously. Okay, it went from somewhere around 1318 to almost 2000. Okay, in a very short span of time. Let's measure how much that is. 35% in 34 days, so almost 35% in 1 month. So that's a huge return. Okay, now let's go to the daily time frame. Okay, let me hide the 50 weeks moving average, and when you go to daily time frame, we can see that Astral is getting weaker as it is approaching to this support resistance line that I have drawn, because that was the level of resistance earlier. We saw that few months back that was acting as the level of resistance, and now it is clear that it is acting as resistance once again. We are getting to see back to back red candles, big red candles in daily time frame. This is clearly telling us that the stock is getting weak. Okay, let me allow the light little bit. Okay, yeah, okay, I hope it is better now. Yes, okay, we can clearly see that it is getting weaker and weaker. Okay, and now let us analyze some other stocks as well. Okay, coming to the, this Astral, let me just tell you where it could stop. Okay, so what I will do is use the fib retracement tool, which will easily give us the ratios. Okay, so I am using this as the high and this as the low. Okay, and it has started dropping. So if Astral comes to this level, 1657 level, it will be the 0.5 ratio of fib retracement. It could stay here for a while and then start going up. If that happens, then this will be the perfect entry point for the investors and traders as well. Okay, this will be the perfect entry point. And in case Astral comes to 0.618, that will be 1742 level, and starts going up in daily time frame, then that will clearly tell us that the trend is very strong, and that is also a perfect entry. Okay, but if Astral comes to 0.382 level, then will be clear that Astral is actually the trend has actually weakened, and we have to wait for the trend to become strong. We will have to wait for the price to stay above 0.5 level, and then we can make an entry. We should not make entry at this level. Okay, if you are holding the stock already at a very low price, then you can make an entry here at 0.382 level, not a problem. But fresh investment should only be done at 0.5 level, which is 1657 level, somewhere around that. 10-20% up down plus minus you can do. Okay, so that was all about Astral. Now let us analyze another important stock, and that will be HDFC Bank. Okay, coming to HDFC Bank, I will go to monthly time frame first to show you something interesting. I will enable the 50 period moving average, and you can see nicely that HDFC Bank did hit the 50 period moving average during this time. 1 second please. Okay, so HDFC Bank does the 50 period moving average during this time. You can see the big wicks, okay, back to back wicks, and then it has started going up. Okay, and it is pretty clear that HDFC Bank will definitely break this all-time high resistance. Okay, this is the all-time high resistance, and it will definitely break and go up very soon. Sooner or later it will definitely do that. In order to get a clear picture, now let's go to the weekly time frame, and you can see how nicely HDFC Bank is getting support of 50 weeks moving average here. Okay, whenever it touched, it went up and touched the all-time high. Again it came back, again touched the 50 weeks moving average, and again started going up. So very strong trend. So this is a clear indication that HDFC Bank is approaching, to make a new high, a new all-time high, lifetime high. It is approaching, and if you are holding the HDFC stock right now, then it's a very good thing. It's a very good company, as you all know. So keep it in your portfolio, do not sell it. Okay, and if you are planning to make a fresh investment, then wait for the breakout. That will be the advice. You have to wait for the breakout at this level 1725, and then only you can make an entry. Okay, so that was about HDFC Bank. Now let's analyze another stock. We can do ITC. Okay, so this is everyone's favorite company, ITC, and we can see that since March or April 2022, this stock has been rallying rapidly, and it has given more than 100% return in just slightly more than 1 year, like 1 year 2 months, or you can say 14 to 15 months. Okay, so it's a strong rally. Okay, so it's a strong rally, and there is no sign of weakness at all for this stock. There is no sign of weakness. It is continuously going up, and it might continue to go up until we see some clear indication of weakness. Okay, so if you are holding the stock, very nice, and you can see there was a entry point here. Okay, so there was a clear entry point at around 450 level, 452 maybe. Okay, so that was a clear entry point. So final advice for ITC is that if you are holding the stock, keep it holding, and if you want to initiate a fresh investment, you can. Okay, because it is freshly coming out of a breakout, small breakout from here, so you can make an investment, but be ready for a drop down of maybe a drop of 5 to 6% you can get. Okay, so be ready for that. So that's all for ITC. Now let's analyze. I have already done the video for Bajaj Finance yesterday, Bajaj Finance and Finserv. If you have not watched it, I would suggest you please go and watch. Okay, let's do Cipla, and then we'll do Divi's Lab. Okay, because these are the important stocks at this point. This is what I feel. Okay, so we can see that Cipla was going up very nicely after hitting the COVID crash. I mean, after the COVID crash, it was going up pretty nicely from here. Okay, it reached around 1100 level, and then it started slowing down, and it did show weakness. Okay, now it is breaking this trend line. It broke this trend line, came down. Now it is using this level as resistance. Okay, so in order to get a clear picture, again we will go to the weekly time frame. So the weekly time frame is also telling us that the price is not that strong as of now. As of now, it is not that strong. It is going up, but it could close this gap. Okay, it could close and then suddenly start going down. This is a possibility. Okay, so for investors, if you are willing to make a fresh investment in Cipla, then I would say you just wait for some time. Okay, just wait and see what the price action is telling in few weeks, maybe 1 month or 2 months. So that will be 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, you just wait and then see. Do not jump into an investment right now. Okay, in order to get a clear picture of this thing, I will enable the 150 period moving average. No, it's not giving support. Let's try 200 weeks moving average. Yes, and we can see that 200 weeks moving average is nicely giving support, but that is not enough, because after reaching this point it is going up, but definitely it will face resistance here. So the best thing will be if it starts coming down from here, okay, and then stop somewhere in the middle. Okay, so what you have to do is draw the fib retracement. Okay, I'm drawing the fib retracement. so that we can spot the areas where it could stop. Okay, so it could stop at 950. Okay, it could stop at 382, sorry, not 927. Okay, if it stops at 950, it will be 0.5 level, so that will be a very nice entry, but it will definitely come to this place. Okay, at least this place. So there you can make an entry, because the 200 weeks moving average would also have come up at this point. Okay, so there you can make a perfect entry, and this is heading for a breakout after that, if it shows some strength at that level. Okay, so that was all about Cipla. This is a very good stock. If you have not kept it in your watch list, then definitely keep it. It is going to give very good returns in future. Okay, now let's go to Divi's Lab. Okay, so we are getting to see some interesting price action here at Divi's Lab. Okay, so it has broken the recent trend line, and now it has started going up. Okay, it has started going up. Let me delete this line in order to get a clear picture. Okay, now what I will do is enable the 30 weeks moving average. So we can see that the 30 weeks moving average, Divi's Lab has started an uptrend. Okay, the downtrend is over. The downtrend is over at this place, and now it has started going up, and very soon we might get to see it approaching its all-time high. Okay, or somewhere near that. Okay, so that, let's measure how much that will be if it goes there. So it will be around 50% return. Okay, if it has to go 50% if it has to break its all-time high. So let's see what happens, and I will, in monthly time frame, let me enable some moving averages to get a picture. No, the moving averages are actually either going through it or far away from it, nowhere near it, so we can skip it for now. But in weekly time frame, we can clearly see that it has given a breakout. If I draw lines like this, okay, this is a clear breakout, right? Okay, if you want me to do the live analysis of any particular stock, then you can definitely mention in the chat. Okay, I will definitely do it. Okay, let's see if everything is going well or not. Okay, this is a clear breakout. Yeah, it's going fine. Okay, so now let's do the analysis of another stock. Yes, IDFC. So this is pretty important. Okay, the reason, let me tell you after I remove the drawings. Okay, so you can see IDFC Bank was listed very early, around this time, somewhere around 2005. After that, it has been continuously going up down. So you can say that it did not give any fixed return or a good return for the very long term investors. Okay, for the past 17-18 years. But recently there has been some changes finally, and let me first show you by drawing a trend line. Okay, I have drawn a trend line by using these points. Okay, and you can see the trend line was broken, but then this entire level was turned into a support, and the trend line is acting as support as well. Okay, and now the stock is flying, it is going up sharply. Okay, and it has maybe broken its all-time high or not. Let me just check. No, it has not broken its all-time high, but it has broken this level of resistance. Okay, this was a resistance here. Okay, you can see that it did face some resistance here. You can notice the red candle as soon as it approached this level, then it came down again, it went above that. So it's a clear breakout. If you want to make an entry in this stock, you can definitely, but there could be consolidation, so you should be willing to hold this stock for long term. Okay, and should not sell it very early. Okay, then only you can make a profit from this stock. So that was all about IDFC. Let us analyze another stock. Okay, I have another stock. Yeah, HDFC AMC I have already done, so don't want to do it again. And let's go to Amara Raja battery also I have done, but still I can give you some extra info. Okay, so we can see that Amara Raja battery is strongly heading upward. Okay, and if you are already holding the stock, or you have already started a swing trade in the stock in past 1 to 2 weeks, then do not sell it early, just keep it until it reaches this 900 level. It will definitely go there. Okay, and after that it starts showing weakness, then you can sell. Okay, or if your target is achieved, if you want to achieve 15-20% and it is achieved, then also you can sell. But for now the trend actually looks very strong. If it reaches this level around 900, it will be 39% return. Okay, around 40% return. Okay, so that's a big move. And if you have invested at this point 575, which I had already mentioned in one of my previous videos, you can see it is just less than 10 days back I have made a video on this, then your total return will exceed 50%. Okay, so that's a very good return actually. Okay, right, so that is all about Amara Raja battery. Now let's analyze Kajaria ceramics. So I wanted to do a video on this one, I haven't done it yet, so it's better that if I explain it in live stream. Okay, so this is the price action of Kajaria, and you can see after the COVID crash, 2020 COVID crash, here how sharply it went up from 310 rupees to almost 1300. So that's a big move. Okay, and now we can see that it is consolidating. Okay, so if I use the fib retracement, let's see. So you can clearly see that in fib retracement this stock is actually staying above 0.618 level. Okay, and this is the monthly time frame. And also if there is a very nice opportunity to draw a trend line here, and this trend line has been broken by this green candle, so this is clearly telling us that the stock is going to start a fresh uptrend, make all time high and even go beyond that very soon. Okay, so let's try to measure where it could go. Okay, I will just use this one. Okay, so if you want to do swing trade or positional trade, then your target should be around this one, 1.618, that is somewhere around 2000, or this one also 2400. Okay, so this is 2440, you can target 2400. Okay, so that will be a good target if you are doing swing or positional trading for Kajaria ceramics. And if you are a long term investor, then obviously just keep it holding, do not sell, because this is a good company and you can obviously do your own fundamental analysis and you will know that the stock is actually very strong. Okay, right, now let's analyze another company. Which one it should be? Nestle I have already done, Balkrishna I have done one separate video, as well as I have analyzed it in live stream yesterday. You can watch it if you have not watched it. Okay, and yeah, Radico Khaitan, this one I did mention little bit about it yesterday, but let me explain it to you today. Okay, properly. So Radico Khaitan has started a fresh uptrend. Okay, if I use the fib levels using this point as high, this point as low, okay, we can clearly see that after this big uptrend from COVID crash, the recovery from COVID crash, it came down. Okay, it came down, but it rested above the 0.5 level. Okay, which is clearly telling us that it is in strong uptrend. After that, if I go deep into it, okay, if I go deep into it in weekly time frame, okay, let me remove this fib retracement. Yes, then you can see that I have used the modified pitchfork to mark its level, and you can see after this swing, big swing, it was resting above the middle line. Black line is the middle line, which is telling us that the uptrend is still there and it is about to go up. And then you can see that it is finally resting above the green line as well, which is showing that it is in very strong, not only strong, very strong uptrend. And you can then finally see in this week that it has given a breakout. On Monday it gave around 5.45%, what I remember. Yesterday maybe 4%, so 9% in 2 days, and today I think it has given maybe 2 or 3%. So in entire week it has given 12.54%. you can see here. Okay, so obviously it has started its uptrend, and definitely it is going to continue this trend for a long period. Okay, so if you have already invested in this stock, stay with it, do not sell it, and if you want to make a fresh investment, then don't miss the opportunity, right away go and invest. Okay, no problem at all. Okay, but before that, do your own fundamental analysis as well. Okay, right, so that was all about Radico. Now let's go to another stock. Let's do Muthoot Finance. Okay, so we can see that Muthoot Finance has now started its uptrend. Okay, if I enable the 50 period moving average, yeah, so it is giving support here. Okay, where is the 200 weeks moving average? Let's see. Okay, this is the monthly one. Okay, yeah, so the monthly 200 weeks moving average is crossing through it, so not giving much info, but the price action is clearly telling us that it has started its new uptrend. Okay, and here you can see the back to back green candles clearly showing the strength of the uptrend. Okay, so it is in strong uptrend right now, and it has reached this level. Okay, this is the resistance level. The candles are getting slightly smaller. It might take a break here. If it takes a break, then you can make a fresh entry there. Okay, it might come down to retest this level because it was a resistance here. It could come down and test this level 1150 around. Okay, at that point you can definitely make an entry. Okay, right, so let me remove this. Okay, now let's analyze let us analyze V-Guard. Okay, this is an important stock. Okay, just a second, let me see if there is anything else. Okay, no, V-Guard. Okay, yeah, so I want to first show you the monthly time frame view of V-Guard. Okay, so you can see that V-Guard has been a growth company for a long time. Since the day of inception, since the day of listing, it has been going up, then giving little bit of pullback, going up, little bit of pullback, then going up. But after 2017, it did not go up any further. Okay, and it has been continuously trying, and it has been flat for, you can say, 6 years. So this is 6 long years. Okay, I think it is 2018, so late 2017 to early 2018, so from 5 years. Okay, so for 5 years it has been going like this, sideways. The stock price did not give a breakout, but finally we are getting to see that the price is getting closer to its all-time high. It is not going down any further, and it is heading for a breakout. Okay, if I enable the 50 period moving average, let's see where it is. So now you can see that the price is staying above the 50 months moving average in monthly time frame. Okay, and if I go to weekly time frame, we can see how strongly it is giving support. Okay, you can see the continuous wicks in all these candles. Okay, big long wicks, which is clearly telling that the buyers are pushing the price upward, and they are not allowing it to go below the 50 weeks moving average. And finally it has given a breakout here, and now for 1 week it is giving a doji. Today is Wednesday, so we have to say we have to see for the next 2 days how the price action is, and if it stays above here for this week and maybe next week, then it is clear that it will start a new trend and it will break its all-time high, and it has been consolidating for 5 years. So definitely it is not going to give a small return, it will definitely give a big return. Okay, because if the consolidation period is high, obviously the stock will break out with a higher force. Okay, and it will definitely reach 300, 400, 500, maybe 600, we do not know. Okay, we just have to wait and see. Okay. And if you want to make a fresh investment in this stock, then wait for the price to be confirmed. Okay, this is the daily time frame. Wait for the price to maybe come down little bit. If you want to make an early entry, you still can, but do the fundamental analysis by your own before making an entry here for investment. And this is not for trading for now because it is consolidating. Okay, and you will not get a quick return from this one. You have to wait. you have to wait for a perfect entry, then only you will get a return after maybe 1 month, maybe 1 or 2 months. Okay, but this stock is definitely going up without any doubt, right? So that was all about V-Guard, and I think that's all for this live session. I hope this was a good learning experience for you all, and I will definitely meet you in one of either the live stream, or I will make a recorded video later on. Okay, so thank you for watching, and don't forget to check the other videos in my playlist, the stocks that I mentioned in the live stream, like Balkrishna Industries, Amara Raja, and other stocks. Indigo Airlines also have made a video just few days back. Okay, so check all of this. Thank you for watching. I'll meet you in the next one. Bye, take care.